These days, 10 airlines fly the Airbus A380. All Nippon Airways, Asiana, British Airways, Emirates, Etihad, Korean Air, Lufthansa, Qantas, Qatar Airways, and Singapore Airlines. Between now and next August, they plan more than 90 routes covering an average distance of 3,606 nautical miles, or 6,678 kilometers. Qantas has the longest stage length, while Asiana has the shortest. Given their long-haul nature, A380s are flown on sectors a third longer than a typical wide-body. So, what are the 10 longest at the moment? Let's take a look for today's video. Let's not waste any time and get right to it. The table you see here shows them. The distances you see listed are based on the Great Circle, so real-world operations may change the order, especially given how close some routes are. Some of the results would also differ by block time. Qantas's Sydney-London Heathrow via Singapore one-stop Fifth Freedom service ranks first globally. But yes, it's one-stop as opposed to non-stop. So in terms of a single point-to-point, well, the longest flight would be Emirates' Dubai-Auckland offering. Neither should come as a surprise. It's unlikely that Etihad's forthcoming new A380 route, which the carrier's chief commercial officer said has not seen its double-deckers before, will make the top 10 list. When all non-stop flights on all equipment are considered, Dubai-Auckland on the A380 ranks 8th globally for non-stop service. It's behind Singapore-New York JFK, Singapore-Newark, Doha-Auckland, Perth-London Heathrow, Melbourne-Dallas-Fort Worth, Perth-Paris Charles de Gaulle, and Auckland-New York JFK. Between March 2013 and March 2018, Qantas's Sydney-London Heathrow service stopped in Dubai instead of Singapore. This extended the one-way distance to 9,473 nautical miles, or 17,544 kilometers, 2% more than stopping in Singapore. Its Melbourne-London flights also switched to operating via Dubai. This switch was driven by Qantas's partnership with Emirates and, to a degree, Qantas's struggling international financial results. When the pair's Australian services were combined, there were up to 14 daily Dubai-Australia flights. But since then, Qantas has returned to operating via the much more popular Singapore 5 years into a 10-year partnership. Despite this, the carriers still have a close partnership and code share on many routes. There have been longer A380 routes in the past that are no longer on offer, and these include Singapore Airlines to San Francisco via Hong Kong. This was offered briefly in 2012/2013. Singapore Airlines also flew the A380 between Changi and New York JFK via Frankfurt. This ran until May 2023. Qantas flew the A380 from Melbourne to London Heathrow via Singapore, and as we previously mentioned, via Dubai for a little while. This was last seen in March 2018. Qantas had a one-off operation from Melbourne to New York via Los Angeles in 2016, as well as a one-off charter service from Sydney to Orlando via Los Angeles in 2020. Have you been on any of these long A380 flights? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.